7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
All power to the people. It's the Bruh Listen Podcast, the black podcast focusing on social political issues and how they affect our community. With your hosts, Cedric Owens, Brittany Brown, and Anthony Rogers. Bruh Listen. Bruh Nation, what's good? Back at it again. Yeah, y'all always try to set me up on the intro, but never again.
You finally learned.
Well, I walked down a road so dark, hope to die. Who sang that, cuz? Cross my heart, never
that's
again.
Ja Rule,
Ja
the great-
Rule.
the great
y'all
Ja
niggas
Rule.
out here act like y'all didn't listen to Ja Rule. Y'all love Ja Rule. Until 50 told y'all not to love Ja Rule because y'all do whatever famous people tell y'all to do. Or y'all do whatever YouTube tell you to do. Anyways, Bruh Nation, what's good, man? Back at it. Probably only got like 1 or 2 more episodes before the end of the year.
Janae said, what about her made you think about Jason?
Oh, because he wanted to come on the show and you wanted to come on the show, Janae. Y'all make sure y'all check out Bruh Listen on the Facebook Live. What time we do this show? Fridays?
Fridays. 9-ish.
Maybe I'll start. Y'all follow the Facebook and the Twitter page. I'll start announcing when we going to go live. And then that way y'all can follow it like that, I guess.
Yeah.
So,
Because
we
y'all
inconsistent
niggas
with
is too
what
busy
they
on Friday. Oh, Brittany.
I'm not too busy. I'm not too busy on
Over
Friday.
there,
Brittany always too busy.
It seems like I'm always busy. I don't know what I'll be busy
We can
doing.
slide a Saturday and every 9 and then. I just don't want to make that shit constant.
Yeah,
I
'cause
prefer
everything
not
is
to do the
conti-
show on Saturday.
Yeah.
Everything's contingent on. I prefer not to do shows on Fridays, but hey, I
mean,
can't get with everything I
I
want.
like Friday. No.
Fridays is
Give me a good old
Fridays
drink.
is
We was
terrible.
on the thread, right? And I shout out to Q, Hater Bear Media fam with No Static Podcast. Y'all make sure y'all go listen to No Static. Bro, they last 3 episodes been fire. But check this out. So we was talking that like maybe last Sunday or the Sunday before about the meanings of the days of the week. Remember we was talking about that on the thread?
Thank you, Janine.
I missed
me too.
it. I missed it. But what?
And
what
I
the
was
fuck?
like, I basically, we was talking about the Sabbath, and I was like, the Sabbath is supposed to be on Saturday because it's the 7th day or whatever. And Q was like, he dropped all this African Mambata shit, and I was like, yeah, that's irrelevant. But something I had thought about,
African Bambaataa fucked the kids or something.
something I
didn't it?
had thought about
Shout
today.
out, hey Q. He talking about some shameless plug. You damn right.
Damn right, fam.
All
HB
day, every
Media.
day. New episode out right now. Go cop that.
Go
bitch.
cop that,
New music. My bad.
You all right?
Oh, I ain't been doing this in a long time.
Listen.
I feel good.
But yeah, shout out to Q. But nevertheless, I was thinking today, bro. And I literally thought this today. Like, it's so funny because like days and of the week and all that, you know, some countries don't have 7 days in a week. Or some countries have different names for the days and shit.
I'm about
Like
to say, they
we
don't have
so
7 days?
in a bubble, bro. Like the black diaspora, the African North American diaspora is so much in a fucking bubble.
Shout out,
You know why
shout
we
out
in the
to Gary,
bubble?
3 niggas boom. He was like,
Well-
all this is relative. He was like, the time that we know it's not real.
Well, do anything else matter?
It should though.
Why should it? Who should matter?
That's what, and that's what we talking about today.
I'm just talking
Like,
shit, but
no,
who should
but that's
matter?
a good segue. We still ain't got our segues. 3 years in
Janae
this
talking about
bitch.
some, do we have a dry erase board? She need one.
What is
I
this?
don't.
Craigslist?
I don't.
What the fuck we need a dry erase board for?
Hey,
I got one that I just bought for my baby. I don't know if he gonna
like
be able
I'm the
to get
nigga on
that shit up right quick.
MSNBC. See what you got here is 1,700 electoral votes,
She
and you
said
got to
she
minus
need
that
one
by
for Sunday.
7.
She need one for Sunday.
I ain't got no dry erase board.
I got one, but I don't know how much it'll help you. It ain't that big.
Steal it from one of these underfurbished schools.
I feel yeah.
But Tank just with the good segue or whatever. What niggas should care about? Because like niggas don't care about nothing, and they care about everything at
Hold
the
on.
same time.
Shout out to Paul Butler. He just dropped his new music video tonight. He friend of the show. You got to come through on the show so we can.
Oh yeah, swing
premiere
back
it.
through, Paul.
You got to swing back through. But shout out to him. He
I don't
just
know if
dropped
I'm gonna
it.
let rappers on this show no more.
Huh?
Yeah, you heard me. I don't know if I'm gonna let rappers on.
Too bad. This
Why
ain't
not?
just
What's
your
your
show.
beef? What's
How
your
about that?
what's your beef with rappers?
Right.
What's
Paul,
my
you
beef with
always
rappers?
welcome to come on the show.
Paul, you can come on the show as a friend.
Or
7, shout out to 7,
shout out to Chevin. Absolutely.
rapping ass nigga.
7, I think is. Let me shut up. Nah, 7 is the type of nigga I think would just something will go wrong and he'll just kill his whole family.
Why you say that?
He seemed unhinged.
Nah,
you
he
don't
not.
know
Nah,
Seven.
nah, he
You
not.
don't
You know
know Seven. Why you say that?
No, I'm just talking to him, or what, I just get the first impression or whatever. Just him being ingratiated in this.
It's the church shit.
Cult like shit.
But that go into what we talking about.
His mind is
Some
malleable.
niggas, some niggas care about church. Some niggas don't.
Janae said some niggas care about just the wrong shit.
That's my point. But what is the right shit?
Correct.
So
It's subjective to the person, though.
right, but is that true? Should there be a general consensus of what niggas should care about? What should niggas care about most of all?
Niggas should
the
care-
North American diaspora. Fuck you, African niggas out there shooting every damn body.
Niggas in North America should care about any injustices.
What's the number one thing? We'll go through all the other shit. What's the number one thing you think niggas should care
The
about?
only thing that I think niggas should care about is the inequality with the justice system, meaning the prison system, the private prison systems, and the police.
Janae,
If
we do care about
If we
you.
can fix that shit or whatever, nigga, just let us do what we do. We can move just like white people, because that's where our rights is infringed on right now, is through the justice system. Or
So
whatever.
you say social justice and fixing the justice system.
Yeah.
Okay. Brittany, what's the number one thing you think niggas should care
Whoa,
about?
Because I don't care about a lot of shit in life no more. I think niggas should care about other niggas.
I care about you talking in the mic.
I think. This is the first time I've had an issue with that. I haven't put something in front of my mouth in a long time.
That's unfortunate.
It is. My head space in there. I got to be into it. Honestly, I think niggas should care about other niggas, and I mean that. They should care. You need to care about your communities and help building your communities to where we won't need the white nigga man for shit. But I know that's not going to happen in that regard. But to be just to high level it, niggas need to care about their communities. They need to care about other niggas and helping your communities like we used to back in the day.
So I was thinking about this before we did the show when I was trying to come up with something to talk about. I don't know.
You don't know.
At first, I was gonna say communities, like Brittany. I was like, you should care about your fellow man.
Yeah.
But nah, you can't say that because you kind of saying that too by
No,
saying
I'm
you
not
want to
saying
fix
that.
social
And
justice.
Well, no,
Janae
no.
said the community is hard on those who care.
No, see, my thing is I care about what the government of the country that we live in is doing to us.
Okay, so that's what I'm about to
So
say.
that's a little different
So
than
that's what I'm about to say.
community.
I would say this. Okay, so first I was gonna say the community and social issues like equity, stuff like that. Like all the stuff Brittany just said. I was gonna say that. But then I was like, fuck y'all niggas. Then I was like, oh, social justice and changing the justice system. Like you said, I feel like that would raise our tide and float our boat. Then I said, nah. Cause even then, even though I do care about that or whatever, I don't think that's it. The number one thing I think we should care about is government. And let me tell you why I say that.
Well, what do you mean government?
I knew this was a setup.
Well,
No,
no.
it's not a setup.
Well, when you say government, that's a wide net.
Right.
that you
I think we
casting.
should care about the representation in all civics, everything that has to do with government, participation in government, and all that. Let me tell you why I say that. And it's not a setup because it's not about politics. This ain't a political discussion. This is about what.
No, I wasn't meaning by that when I said it was a
Oh.
setup. Every time you go around the room, your shit is always like, it's real profound, but you're like, I'm just going to wait, nigga.
But no, but my thing is, I feel like the reason why I feel like we should care about government is because that's literally the key to fixing everything.
I disagree.
Okay, and we can have that discussion.
Go ahead.
But the
You wanna
reason why I
finish
say
that
it's the key to fixing everything or whatever is like what you were saying about social justice and changing the justice system. There's no way to change that without changing the law. What Brittany was saying about community, if you feel like you should build a stronger community, or like I feel like we need more socialism in our black communities, there's no way to do that without changing the law. There's literally in America, there's no way to do anything without changing the law or overthrowing the government. Now, that's why I said it's not a political discussion, because I'm not telling you how you should care about government. Like, if you want to be like, we should overthrow this shit, that's cool. If you feel
No,
like,
that's not cool.
If you feel like we should vote, that's cool. But I feel like the fact that we have literally an overlord that make the rules and tell us what we can and can't do in our lives, we probably should care about that. Like your day-to-day everything.
But that's-
even something as simple as getting a tag. I don't feel like you should have to get a tag for your car.
I don't feel like you should have to be forced to have insurance if you don't have to be
Me
forced to
either.
have insurance on your
Me
body.
either.
How do you
That's
change that though?
Right. I get what
whatever.
you're saying, but
That-
you're
that-
always
there's
gonna,
no other way to change it.
you're always going to have there. So
Well, see, go ahead.
you're always going to have some type of governing body of some sort.
Do you think so?
You can even look over there.
Shout out to Eldon, because Eldon and a whole bunch of other niggas that follow the podcast and troll me on Facebook believe that voting is stupid, government is stupid, and it shouldn't exist.
But
so
if
I
you,
asked
when I
these
say
niggas.
when I
That's
say
the
governing
dumbest
body
shit
though,
ever.
it
Okay.
is. But when I say governing bodies, even if you go into these different
No, I
different
agree with you.
areas where they have tribes and shit like that, you still have a head of state.
Bro,
they're still going to. They still have somebody
Britt,
that's going to be
you
over
100% on point. The government
That-
shouldn't exist thing is literally the dumbest
Government
argument.
is a bigger scale, but at the end of the day, you're always going to have a head of somebody who's got to make the final decision for
Me and
shit.
Cuz used to have these discussions before the podcast when we used to just sit around a room and talk about just different shit.
And then realize y'all needed a podcast.
Yeah, and that's how this podcast came about. But we had this discussion. If it wasn't a representative republic or a democracy or whatever the fuck government we would have a monarchy. There would be a king. Show me in Africa where it's niggas running around in the field that just don't have no government.
I'm gonna get real elementary on you though. You can read Lord of the Flies. That explains a whole lot of how you have to when you have to need somebody to make a
You
final
don't
decision.
need it, but I think human nature tells everybody
Right,
that they
that's-
do.
they
And
do.
if you're a contrarian, you may feel like, oh well, everybody feel like we need a tribal leader or we need government. So I feel like
And a
Well,
lot
you
of
could-
in
you
the
can make
Animal
it-
Kingdom they do the same thing.
You
in
can make
Animal
it
Kingdom.
smaller than that though, because when you're talking about when niggas be talking about anarchy and shit, I'll be like, okay, just make it smaller or whatever. If it's just you and your family or whatever, can you just have anarchy?
Right.
Or whatever. Are you the man in the house or your wife the head of the house? You and
Right.
the wife, or
Somebody's
you just
making
or
the
you
final
just gonna have
decision.
anarchy?
Everything needs
or whatever.
structure and
that's
order.
in a small.
Yeah,
So
order,
imagine
there we go.
if you can't have that with your family, how the fuck can you have that with millions of people?
Right.
It's impossible.
Well, and we're gonna go back to the what niggas need to care about thing. But just for the whole anarchist people that's out there, whatever. My first argument that I go with these people now is to say this: do you think the United States should exist? If your answer is no, then you're ignorant to your protections. Because the fact that you can say I don't think America should exist,
That's a liberty.
that's a liberty. You're protected by the government to say that. Like, nigga, if guess what? And just
say that shit in Iran.
I was just about to say, just because you, let's say for whatever cosmic, impossible reason, your goofy ass convinced 380 million other people to overthrow the government and just live without a government. How many, I'm going to ask you this, you're a pretty intelligent human being. How many days after America declares we have no government and we're just niggas living on North America, how many days before another government comes and takes this bitch over?
2.
Is not gonna be 24 hours.
Yeah. Less than 3 minutes? Mexico will take this
They'll
bitch
be like,
over.
yes,
Canada
I'm
will take
in.
this bitch over. Because who you going to have watch the border and keep them out? Who you going to have?
How much is
Man,
going
come
to
on.
how much is going to cost to
But,
turn these
but-
white
but-
only pies
but
into nigga pies?
My disagreement with just to saying the whole government thing is because it's a wide blanket, and I think it's steps to take to get to the right shit. Because it's like if you get rid of the prison injustices and the over policing of black communities or whatever, I think then we could work on ourselves inwardly. That's why you say community.
Right.
I think get rid of that or whatever.
Do you believe
stop
that-
interfering with black people's community? This is what happened in Tulsa.
Do you believe that
you know?
black people are naturally criminalistic?
I believe all people are naturally.
Do you believe
criminalistic.
black people are more
Yes.
criminalistic
Oh,
inherently?
more?
Yeah.
Oh no, not more.
Brittany, do you
No.
believe black people? Okay.
I
So
think
you
we-
believe it's equal to all,
I,
right?
I think it
I do
is.
believe every motherfucker
I think-
has some criminal in them if
I
they have to
think-
do what they need to do to
to
survive.
survive. That was just about to say that.
Yeah.
I think we as a people has had to do what we need to do to survive for so long that it becomes criminalistic and it makes it seem like we're more criminalistic than others, but others were not put in a situation such as us to have to always figure out how the fuck I'm going to survive.
But this is what happened in America.
Even though we were brought
If I'm-
over here and we didn't have to worry about that shit.
If I'm locked up for a gun in the same county and I got the same amount of points as a white boy that's locked up with with a gun
Make it
and the
fair.
same amount of points, they say, "Oh, well, he's not a danger to his community. Let's let him out." Me at 16, at the least, I'm gonna get probation for 10 years.
Well, what I was gonna
Make it
say.
fair.
Yeah, where you was going?
What I was
went
going,
all
what I
around
was,
the world.
No, that's cool. I agree with y'all actually, but I actually want up here. I don't believe that humans are criminalistic in general. I believe our environment makes us criminals. I don't think
What is criminal?
like exactly because
Yeah.
it's subjective.
It's
Because
subjective.
what,
no,
what you're doing.
What's your definition of criminal?
I think a criminal is defined by the government, which goes back into why I think the government should matter.
Wait. So you don't have
I don't believe there's any such thing as a criminal.
such thing as a.
I don't believe it's real.
Criminal.
We've had this discussion on this pod before.
No, let's get into it.
I
though.
don't think but I'm saying I don't think crime is a real thing. Like I don't think that if you
you can't say that when you done called the police because they broke in your
well,
house.
this is what I was about to say. Hold on. So
Called them
this is why I
crackers.
said
Come and get these niggas. They stealing my shit.
This is why I said focus on government. This is why I say care about government. Because literally every single walk of life, whatever the fuck we do, from Janae starting businesses to us running this podcast to the alcohol if you want to go out and party and drink to how you drive your car to the internet that I'm using right now. Every single walk of life
It's governed.
is governed.
It is.
Literally everything.
Yeah.
So, like, when I say, like, going back to the anarchists, if anarchy really did occur and there was no government, right? And you have anarchy and there is no government, then yeah,
Be careful.
niggas would be out here shooting and killing and murdering and doing whatever, but it wouldn't be considered criminalistic. It would be survival, like y'all said, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. So all of this shit is subjective. So when you say, oh, you know, get rid of something that I got fatigued during the election cycle. When you say, oh, get rid of the injustices within the justice system and we'll be able to function on our own or whatever. Although I do agree with that, I got so tired of every time somebody asked Trump or Joe Biden, what you gonna do for black people, they immediately brought up criminal shit. They immediately brought up criminal justice.
I think that's because that's something that I think we've been shouting about the most.
Because that's a major.
That's the
But
one
see,
of the
they bring
biggest.
it up. This is what it is.
They're
It's like,
doing that because what are niggas associated with? Crime,
but see, yeah.
drugs.
But
That's
see,
what niggas
but this
associated
is what
with.
happens when you have a. Sometimes just because you have a common enemy, don't mean that you are in line with the other person who you have a common enemy against. So.
But I think
Our common enemy is the judicial system, but the reasons why they going after it is different than us.
But our
so it's like, how do you balance that?
our
shit?
community is the thing about it is one of the biggest things that impact our community is crime, because crime leads to a lot of other things that's wrong with our community, such as poverty, such as education system, you name it. So if you take down that head of the snake, then a lot of things will follow
The
suit.
whole phrasing of the whole shit need to be changed. Because if I ask you, what are you going to do for the black community or whatever, and you say, oh, you know what I'm saying, like, I'm going to take Trump, for example. He was like, oh, I did a criminal justice reform bill. I ain't never been to jail.
Right.
I ain't never been arrested.
Me neither.
I ain't never been in the back of a police car.
Okay, well, this
So-
is how I would respond to you, or whatever. Then I would be like, me, because let me just be 100. Then I would be like, okay, then what is oppressing you as a black man?
Okay, so Ben Shapiro. What I would
No, 'cause
respond,
I
I
know
get
what
what
it
you're saying,
is,
but
but
listen
I'm
what I'm
saying,
saying.
if
What I
it's-
would
if-
respond to somebody
yeah.
who say that is, and the reason why I said about fuck saying the criminal justice, I'm not saying don't
Because I
do
do
it.
think niggas play.
I'm not
I
saying-
do think niggas play victim.
Well, I'm not saying don't do
What's
it.
oppressing you, nigga?
I'm not saying don't do that.
Oh boy.
These
Don't-
crackers fuck me
Don't
up.
fit. No, listen. I'm not saying don't fix the criminal
mad.
justice. What I'm saying is that shouldn't be the first thing out your mouth. The first thing out your mouth should be create community equity, create community wealth. Because guess what?
What does that mean? How do you do that?
You can't,
I-
but you can't create that without
Yes, you
without
can.
attacking the criminal
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
you
justice.
can.
Well,
Let me
break it
show
down,
you
break
why.
it-
Let me
break it
show
down,
you why.
Cole, break it
The
down.
criminal justice thing and all of that shit is created. We just said people do shit criminally, quote unquote, to survive. The reason why these people are selling dope, robbing and mobbing and shit is because they don't have it. They don't have the money, so they're doing it to survive. So if you create better educational structures by giving free college to black men and women, if you create generational wealth by opening it up and giving more leniency to a black business that applies for a loan or whatever, like giving concessions and creating wealth within the community, guess what? Now I got money, so why I gotta go rob?
I see what the disconnect is.
Okay.
When I'm talking about the criminal justice system, I'm not talking
Hey,
about
Eric.
I'm not talking about niggas doing criminal activity. I'm not talking about
No,
that.
you're talking about the system, and that's why I said I'm for that.
No.
Because the system is broken and it's skewed against black people.
Yeah, because that's what I'm talking
and
about.
that's fucking us. I agree with that. I'm saying for this specific conversation, what I'm talking about is when I ask a white man who is in charge, is going back into what I was saying about caring about the government. When I ask a white man who is in charge, and for all the anarchist niggas and all the niggas who like, oh, that's your problem, you're asking the white man. Well, guess what, bitch? You didn't run. I couldn't vote for you.
Well, we in a white country.
Right,
so.
and they in charge. So when I ask a white man who is in charge, what are you going to do for niggas? And their response is, I'm going to stop putting y'all in jail.
Well, let me quote Kanye. Let me quote Kanye. A nigga, what did nigga say? You just a nigga in a
Even
bit.
if you in a biz, you still a nigga in a cool.
So that's why I say the criminal justice system
Fix it all.
First, because the reason why is because it don't matter if you fix the credit shit and you get niggas out of poverty and you get niggas doing this and get niggas doing that. It's still going to be a problem with the pay for slave. It's basically a slavery system.
Which is why I say government. Because guess what?
Fix this goddamn slavery.
Right. Well, here go the thing. We can't engage with these crackers. Let me tell you something. We can't engage with these crackers, bro. These crackers don't care for real. Like,
no, they don't.
They will pander to you and give you things because they want to win.
Right.
Lyndon B. Johnson passed the Civil Rights Act because he wanted to win, not because he cared about black people. Lyndon B. Johnson ain't care about black people. Martin Luther King knew about that when he met with him. However, he was willing to work a deal to get power, and I'm cool with that.
Local politics is the most important thing,
and local politics be the most corrupt shit.
This shit,
that is true.
Period.
And the thing is,
look here in Jacksonville,
the only reason why it's corrupt is because niggas don't pay attention to government.
That's my point.
I mean, I think niggas don't pay attention to government because they feel like government has let them down. So
but
why
it
should
hasn't.
I
They've let themselves down. No. Now I'm gonna have to quote.
No. I'm saying niggas
you
feel that way.
No,
I'm not saying if it has or hasn't.
No,
I'm
you're
just saying,
right.
Yeah.
And I'm telling. And my response to them niggas, because I know they listening, is no, it hasn't. If you feel like government have let you down, or you feel like your vote don't count, or you feel like the government is unfair towards you, or you feel like, they're going to do whatever they want anyways, that's your fault. This is a representative government. Thomas Jefferson said, what, cuz? You get what?
You get the government you deserve.
You get the government you deserve.
So if
you don't want to fucking go vote, if you don't, just hear me out. Because this ain't about, we're talking about socially black shit, but my thing was, this matters. The overlords matter. If you're not going to go vote, like cuz say, niggas like to bitch. Niggas like to complain and whine. And they love a pep rally. But if you're not going to go vote, you're not going to run for office, you're not going to lobby. Because lobbyists run the country. You're not going to lobby. You got businesses, you can pool your money and go lobby. You're not going to do any of that shit. But then you're going to say, oh, the government has failed me.
So what about,
well, you can't
so what,
say that.
right, because but my thing is though, what about this last election when everybody showed up? You had almost everybody in Mama. Yeah, we had those few, we had them people that still didn't, but for the most part, everybody showed up, like in Jacksonville turned blue. What do we get out of that?
Let me show you.
What do we get out of that this time around?
Y'all niggas, I know we got on this on
we'll see. Give it time.
Yeah, give it time. We ain't,
I understand, but I mean, what was the benefit of it?
I'll get on the benefit of it. But let me say this real quick. And I know you got on me about this before, because when I said Jacksonville turning blue or whatever, I'm still not giving niggas credit for voting.
I know you're not.
Let me tell you why.
You won 100%.
But guess what? In European countries and around the world, guess what the average voting percentage is? 93%.
But you see, this is different. That's all of the country. Or whatever.
We're talking about the small.
That's their culture.
We're talking about here.
No, I'm not talking about. No, wait.
That's their culture.
I'm not talking about. Listen,
American culture is, hey, get as many as you can vote as you can because a low percentage of white people vote.
But I'm on everybody. That's why I was just about to say I'm not talking about specifically black people.
But
you can pull the
Yeah.
black you can pull the black people in here too because their percentage is too low. When you're talking about, okay, for example, let's use sports as an analogy, right? Me and Tank, we quarterbacks, right? We both free agents. Okay, you're the Titans. You need a quarterback.
I am.
Okay, you need a quarterback. Cud threw for 35 touchdowns. I threw for 35 touchdowns. Okay. Cud got 5,000 yards. I got 4,800 yards or whatever. So that's pretty close or whatever, right? But the difference is Cud got a 79 completion percentage, right? And my completion percentage is 49. Ain't no way in fuck you're going to sign the dude who's 30% less completions. And why I use that analogy is when you have 93% participation in government, there's more of representation of what the people will actually is. The reason why government fails, quote unquote, or we feel the way we do and people should care about it is because our participation is like, a high participation is like 68%.
So I'm
Just a little bit over half the people. So how am I supposed to know what y'all niggas want?
I'm gonna ask a question though. Okay, so I'm all about root causes. Where did that stem from? What was the root cause for niggas not trusting the government to the point where they?
You mean people
not trusting the government to the point where they don't want to show up and vote?
Because
what was the root cause?
America was created on some bullshit in the first place, which is why I said we should be focused on the government. Me and Cole was having a discussion on the guys thread earlier today about socialism and capitalism. Capitalism is an American experiment, right?
I love it.
It was created under the pretense that me, you, and Cub would never be able to participate in it. Mm-hmm. They didn't make capitalism thinking one day niggas gonna be a part of it.
But they didn't make
you're
capitalism
saying,
thinking this is exclusively for white men.
So,
they just made it.
So you're saying
it happened to be.
So
but
you're saying the root
You
cause,
sure they ain't think it
the
was
root
exclusively for white
cause.
men?
So you're saying the root cause of people not trusting the government to the point where they're not going to go out here and vote because they quote unquote don't trust the government. The root cause is the creation of capitalism.
The government itself is the root cause.
What can I say? Why?
But it's a loophole in it.
Let me say why.
Okay, no,
where you can take it over.
No. When I want to get more chronological with the situation. When in history did it get to a point where we said fuck it, we're not going to vote no more?
Day one. Let me tell you why. Because
the Constitution was written in a way that it doesn't trust the government.
right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Day
from
one.
Day one.
So what
it's always
went-
been
so-
you do not trust the government.
What went from the 1960-ish, 70, when you had more people who were able to vote, number one, and they were exercising their vote, and we go all the way to 2009, 10, because people showed up in 20. And they were like, man, I ain't gonna vote no more.
Talking about when niggas lost their faith in
Yeah,
voting.
that's what I mean. When did niggas get to a point where they lost? What's the root
I don't
cause?
think we
When
ever
did
had
niggas
it.
lost their? No, niggas did have faith
What do
in
you
voting at one
think?
point in time.
What do you think election turnout was after the Civil Rights Act of 1968?
I don't know.
What do you think election participation percentage was?
2%.
Nah, that's too low.
I don't
Cole, what you think?
The biggest percentage was when it was like
Nixon and Kennedy.
no. Well, no. I was talking about after
go
the
ahead,
Civil
yeah.
War or whatever,
Right.
the Reconstruction period.
Right.
Right.
That was when it wasn't no laws.
And
It was
they
gonna,
let
we gonna
niggas
let
vote.
niggas vote. And,
Right.
And we put niggas
And
everywhere.
even then, and that's why I said it started from the beginning.
we put niggas
everywhere.
everywhere.
It was niggas in Congress. They were like, "Who this nigga is?
They were like, wait a minute.
Who
I'm
is
finna
that
come and
nigga on that name?"
I'm finna come and shake some
But
shit
you
up
By
now.
1975, they were like, wait a minute.
But that's why I say it's been since day one because even then,
1875.
the highest percentage participation ever, cuz is right after the Civil War during Reconstruction. We had the highest voter participation of eligible voters
and
ever.
then came the KKK and Jim
right.
Crow.
But it was 80%.
Right. Okay.
Right? But hold on. Again, the system is structured in the beginning for you not to trust it because it was 80%, but guess what? Women couldn't vote. Native Americans still couldn't vote. So it was, and then remember, up until the Civil War era, pre-Civil War era, if you didn't own property, you couldn't vote.
Okay.
So like the system was set up in general, but now
The sample size was smaller anyway, so they made the percentage
Right.
bigger.
And
okay.
and what people have done, and I'm saying people specifically because mostly it's white people, but also black people. What they have done is chipped away one at a time at the structure to where now we have it situated where we can actually paint the narrative.
Well,
So
let me-
when was an era in time where we had the most black turnout as far as voting.
Reconstruction.
Goddamn, Brittany, you been listening?
I know I've been listening. No, I'm
hey,
trying to
podcast world. I don't know what the hell
I'm trying.
Brittany
No,
talking
the
about.
reason why
But look
I'm
here.
put. No, hold
I
on.
know, but
I'm trying
look.
to pinpoint something because like I said, I'm at a root cause because at some point there was a trust that got lost. There was a small bit of trust that got lost.
You're asking that
first of
because you
all-
think you can find it and gain it back?
Even,
I'm not saying we can gain it back, but it will explain a lot.
Even in the Reconstruction era, niggas didn't trust the government.
Yes, they
Right.
still
So
didn't
niggas.
vote.
So at the end of the day, niggas have never trusted.
But
the
let me
That's
say
what
this.
we've
Let me
been
say this
saying.
though. With the government shit or whatever.
I'm just trying to say why we expect them to
Well,
trust
I've
them
been
now.
trying to get this point out for the longest time. Now I done goddamn it forgot it.
Yes. So now I'm trying to understand if we know niggas have never trusted the government. Niggas have never trusted the government.
Now you're
And
talking
it look-
specifically about niggas, not everybody.
Not everybody. And niggas, they've never trusted the government. And still in 2020, niggas still don't trust the government. What are you prepared to do about it to help them gain that trust?
Ain't that's what y'all say? When your baby about to touch the stove, I ain't prepared to do shit.
I mean, because at the
Me
end
and
of the
Cole was talking about this today. You know why I'm a socialist?
why?
Because I know you niggas ain't gonna. Okay, well, I know you niggas ain't gonna do right. Period. Like I know you're not. So, and also, I don't have the heart or mechanism left in me to make you niggas do right. Right? So here's what I'm gonna do. And this is my last, this is why I'm a socialist. This is my last ditch effort of trying to give a fuck or whatever. Here's how I feel or whatever.
Please let me get my point after you done talking.
Y'all just,
You remembered it in the bathroom?
I'm a socialist because I'll just put my money and pool it in. You fuck up how you want. Because you saying, what can we do? I can't do nothing to make these niggas do better. Niggas gonna nigga, bro. Niggas gonna nigga.
Oof.
Go ahead,
That's
cuz.
good.
What's your point? Forgot. Uh-huh.
Gotcha, bitch.
You need ginseng.
God damn it.
You need ginseng,
I
bro.
need something. God damn it.
You need ginseng.
Look.
In fact, you drinking Coke 45.
forgot again? Maybe you shouldn't drink Coke 45.
and grapefruit juice at the same damn
But they say
time.
if you
Ain't
forget-
grapefruit juice.
if
That
you
gotta
for-
be
If you
liquor.
forget,
Yeah, 'cause
it
that's
ain't
the
that
di-
goddamn important. Oh, it gonna remind me of now the government, right? Because I'm still on this government shit. Because the reason why I do the prison shit is because it's like if we do the prison shit, then everything else is on us, and I put more responsibility on us to do shit right. And if we can't do shit right, then okay,
I agree.
then that's what it is.
you
I'm
got
a
to
more-
get equity
Yeah.
before you get a conclusion.
But yeah, so I'm a more individualistic motherfucker.
That's unfortunate.
Than everybody else, and the reason why is because just what you said. You said you're a socialist because you can't trust these motherfuckers, but you want to take care of these motherfuckers.
you a libertarian and I'm a socialist for the same reason.
I know, but let me tell you what
See,
the difference is.
I'm falling between the both of y'all.
Let me tell you what.
That's
let me
my
tell you what the
problem.
difference. This
Even
is
though
the
I'm doing
difference.
shit.
The difference is you want to take care of the sorry motherfuckers, and I say let's just let nature do. If you want to commit suicide, goddamn it, kill yourself.
No,
Wow.
don't.
I know,
Wait a
but see,
minute.
that's the difference between you.
Whoa.
If it's a hyena about to eat a baby fucking elephant, goddamn it, if you're soft of heart, you'll say, goddamn it, hyena, it's something else you can eat right over
Yeah,
here.
eat that grass.
Me, I would say, hey, hyena, go for what you know.
Wow.
Eat that fucking baby, goddamn it,
Wow.
because that's the natural process
See, but
of fucking life.
I say we
There's
can't,
nothing wrong with that, but
We can't think of it
let me
like
just,
that.
Let me just finish. God damn it, y'all been talking 5 hours. The reason why I think of that because I think that it needs to be my mentality of thought and yours as a balancing mechanism in the country. It can't just be all your way or whatever, and it can't just be all my way. I think that'll fuck up everything in America. The reason why America works is because it's a
Or does it?
it's a balancing act. I think America works better than any other country,
But it's
in the fucking
unbalanced.
world. Or
It's
whatever.
unbalanced. It's
I don't
always
think so.
unbalanced.
I think
I
the
know,
pri- I
but
think
it
the
goes,
priority.
it goes back and forth.
I think
That's
the
not
priorities.
working though. That's
I think the
teeter-totter.
priorities
let me-
of America or American government actually is definitely off by a long shot.
America, I wouldn't want to live anywhere else besides America.
I disagree with that. I think it's all the same.
I think
pretty
the priorities of this country
I'm not
over
fucking
other
with
countries.
the UK.
I
Why
think-
not?
It's a lot of it's
Like what?
That's gonna be.
Here's the
What
thing.
what you doing right now in your life that you couldn't do in the UK?
I fucks with
freedom of speech is a whole
You
different
got freedom of
thing.
speech in the
It's
UK.
not the
I
same as
fuck with a
America.
country.
It's not the same as America.
Just because you
right to
wanna-
bear arms is not the same in UK or whatever. Just certain freedoms, that the freedom to do whatever the fuck you want to do. This is America.
It's also America's detriment.
I like the.
I love it.
I support the countries. I like the countries that do care about their people. They do care about their people's
I
education.
don't want the government to
That
care about me,
but I
Goddammit,
do.
that's not important,
I
because
do
the
because
peop-
at the end of the day, when it comes down to education,
No.
why should I have to pay for post-secondary education? Why should I have to pay for that?
I'll tell you
why
why.
should I have to pay for health
Let me tell you
insurance
why,
out my
bitch.
ass? Why should I during a pandemic? Why should I have to sit up here and be like, oh, government, please give me some more money because I don't have a fucking job?
tell you why,
Well, you
because
automatically give me that.
it's like-
I
it's like
support
JF
a
it's like
fucking
J-
country.
it's like-
I will support a country that give a fuck about their people in
No,
that regard
listen, it's
versus
like-
a country who'd be like, you know what? We gonna pander a fucking medication in front of your face, and hopefully you can't afford it, so you can get sick and die.
Let me tell you why.
You know what? Yeah, you want to get greater in life, but you got to pay thousands of dollars in order to get basic education that I can go online and get for fucking free.
Let me tell you why. It's
I'm just saying.
It's like what JFK said.
That shit's important.
It's like JFK said. Ask not what your government could do for you. Ask what you could do for what you could do for your government. I think America is spoiled or whatever, niggas like you or whatever, and we just looking and socialists and communists. Goddamn it, we look to the government to do something for us when really America is a representative democracy or whatever. Like if the people vote, if the people do that, you get the government you
but I mean,
deserve
the people-
or whatever. So if you can't be asking, be like,
But
government, do this for me.
But if
Do
I'm
that for
if
me.
I'm
No, no,
voting
no,
for
no,
the
no.
things, if I'm
It's
voting
not
for
on the
things-
government to do that
if
for
I'm
you.
voting for the
Contradicting
things,
yourself, though.
yeah,
How?
because if I'm voting for the things, and then
Tell
I
me
also
how.
vote for the representation to get the things in place that I need to get in place, and then you have other representation be like, nah, fuck out of here or whatever. You're not putting the people in the forefront.
Who
You're
not?
not giving a fuck about the people. At the end of the
Goes
day,
back to what I was saying about
Well, no,
at the
no,
end
it
of the day,
ain't. Majority
at the end of the day,
rules.
basic
Majority
certain
rules.
shit, basic certain
What you want ain't
shit
important if it ain't majority.
Basic certain shit, such as
Well, what you
human
want?
lives, such as human growth, should be priority of a government.
Human growth.
Because
What
at
you
the
mean?
at the end of the day,
stop,
No,
stop.
I agree with
At
that.
the end of the day,
Wait, I don't know what you mean.
I'm gonna get there.
What
When
do
I
you
say
mean human growth?
when I say human growth, I mean just the fact that I want to educate myself enough to be a better human being.
I'm all
Certain-
for free education.
Free education, free health care, stuff like that, basic human things to help me grow better as a
can't
person
have a
mentally
government if your
and
people
grow
sick and dying.
and grow better
Okay,
as a person
well, you know what could happen?
health-wise.
The people
Like,
could
we
vote
don't-
for that.
Right, the people are trying to vote for that, but y'all won't present the fucking bills enough for us to try to vote on that shit.
No. Not enough people is voting for that. Just like what you said, cuz the most important thing is government to you or whatever.
But I want
that's the case,
a
if
government.
most niggas pay the-
A
if
government
most
is
niggas
supposed
pay
to
attention
govern
to
the government is supposed to be there to represent and help the people, not
know,
the
but
other
if
way
the people
around.
ain't voting
But
for-
Cub point is this though.
If yeah,
Your cause is losing because that goes back into what I said because too many niggas say they don't give a fuck.
Right.
So okay, like I said,
It's America,
everybody
baby.
can beat the table and whine and bitch about how we don't have another stimulus check. That's
Kiwi,
not gonna
what's
give us
up, nigga?
another. That's
Here's
not
the
gonna
thing:
give us
everybody
another
was
stimulus
like
check.
excited about, oh, Joe Biden's in office. That our student debt is going to get a raise of the $10,000. Great. How about I don't have no fucking student debt, but not making me pay for fucking post
But
secondary
then,
education?
okay, but hold on. I said this today. Hold
Well,
on.
this is when you hold niggas. I'm gonna let you go real quick. This is when you hold the politicians accountable. This is why.
What politicians?
No, all politicians. This is why I didn't vote for Joe Biden because I'm gonna hold you accountable for the shit that you did. Now, if you do shit that I like, you got my full vote next time. God damn it, and that that's on the opposite end of Cub, who voted for Joe Biden regardless. Thank you, Cub. It might be a good thing. Who knows?
I did too.
God damn it, but
I did too.
it's about holding politicians
Give me my
accountable
credit.
for their votes.
Give me my credit. I did too.
Oh yeah, you did too. I
Thank
voted for Cub because I believe in them.
This is it's a lot of shit to. It's a lot of shit to unpeel
yeah, it was
on
a
what
lot.
y'all just said. Number one, let me go way back to the ask not what your country can do for you, but ask what you can do for your country
on that comment
or
shit.
whatever.
Get it to me.
That the sentiment that he said Republicans and a lot of conservatives and libertarians
it.
like to reference that shit.
You don't like it?
However, the government, no, I don't actually.
Why you don't?
And let me tell you why. The government can't exist without the people. So this goes into what Brittany was saying, the point she's making that's right. Two things that the government needs to exist: people and health. If the people are sick and dying, your government is weak.
The government need health to exist.
Yeah, your people need to be healthy. Like, if your people are sick and dying, your government is weak. Somalia, Rwanda, in the fucking anywhere in Asia where they done had outbreaks or whatever. Sierra Leone.
Well, that's an extreme
Mexico.
thing, but most Americans.
No, show me a country that has poor health that has strong government.
India.
Show me a country that has poor health that has
No,
strong
but we
government.
have strong government.
There ain't one.
Well, no, I said
So
we have strong government.
Right, because our people ain't sick, but not through the warrant, not through the warrant of what you getting skinny? Not through the warrant
Yeah, you
of
are.
the fact that we're actually helping our people be healthy. We're healthy through the advantation of these motherfuckers trying us not to be healthy.
We healthy. Thank you.
However,
Go ahead on. You
however,
already put my point. Go ahead on.
it's contradictory because at the end of the day or whatever, education too is part of health too, because niggas got to be smart to know how to run the government or whatever. For the iPhone? Oh, it's dying. It's gonna have to die. I don't even know where my charger at. And I bring my charger. But it's you. At the end of the day, bro. Like, that's a quote where people want to say, "Oh, do something for the government." I did. I voted. Like Brittany said.
Majority rules, though.
Now, my representative need to do what I do. Now that goes into the next point, which is we don't vote.
Politicians accountable.
You can't. Here's my thing.
Well, if you put somebody in office, all right, you put
Hold them accountable, right?
Yes, hold them
So when
accountable.
we say
Here's
hold
what
them
I'm saying
accountable,
about
do we write letters?
participation.
Do
This
we
goes
go to
back
their-
into what
do
I'm
we
saying.
go to their meetings? What
but
do we do?
This goes back into what I was saying about participation and niggas not caring about government, and the reason why shit fucked up because we can fix what Brittany wanted with the community health and education. We can fix what you wanted with the criminal justice if we just fucking voted. Because the majority of America, 78% of America are fucking liberal. Even Cuz liberal, he's just socially conservative. But he's liberal for the most part. It's outside of his libertarian, every individual nigga need to be whatever.
I'm nuanced.
Yeah. Everybody
As
say
fuck.
nuance. Everybody say
No,
nuance.
no.
But
I like Joe
regardless,
Rogan. I'm like Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan is a libertarian. Fuck him.
No,
Anywho,
Joe Rogan is nuanced.
I'm not. I'd say they're a libertarian. God damn it. And the only
He love gay people.
The only political.
He love immigration.
Libertarians love gay people.
He love immigration.
They love that shit too.
Do he say just open the borders? Do libertarians say open the borders for everybody?
No.
Okay, that's what Joe Rogan say. Joe Rogan say fucking open the borders for everybody. People are people.
But you okay?
I agree.
This is what I be meaning
But no,
when I say nuance.
Just because you got one thing different.
That's not one. No, that's not one. It's a lot. I can name a
If
lot.
you have a list of 6 main things that puts you in the category of something, and then of that 6, 1 you don't check the box on, you're that.
Well, let me ask you this. If I have a list of a box of 5 things I check the list on, and then I have a box over here with 2 things I check, and then I have one over here with 3, then what the fuck am I?
You what I said you were.
Nuance.
You what I said
That's
you
what I'm
were.
saying.
You
No,
what I said you
people
were.
are people,
Joe
bruh.
Rogan.
You can't put people
Joe
in a box,
Rogan is
bruh.
a libertarian.
Except for hoes, because
he's-
hoes is hoes.
Unbelievable. You know, which one you right.
God
God damn it.
I'm with you when you're right.
Yeah,
But nevertheless,
go ahead on, bro.
Like,
Go ahead on.
okay,
But we support the hoes on the show
this,
too.
this
Okay?
goes back
Nothing
into
but
Always.
hoes.
what I
Hoes
was
run
saying
the world.
about government and participation. Because, okay, what Brittany was saying and what you're saying is hold people accountable. Here's my thing, and this going back even further to when I said the teeter-totter shit is not functioning. So you said, oh, America's beautiful because it has a balance. It's this, a little bit of this and a little bit of that.
What is this shit? Velvet? It's
technically, it's supposed to be that.
Right.
It's supposed to be that, but it's not. And it's unbalanced. And here's what I mean by that.
So which way is overwhelming?
Here's what I'm saying. Check me out. My representative for the Senate in this state is Rick Scott and Marco Rubio.
Whew.
They don't give a
Fuck at
about
all.
what I got to say.
I didn't even
Majority
know.
rules.
I didn't even know.
However,
What's old boy face? I didn't even know he was a senator.
it's what
Because he don't do shit.
Majority rules.
I hear more
is
from Marco.
true if you have participation.
I hear more from
Majority
Mark Rubio than
rules-
I do from Rick Scott. I forgot he was still
Majority
around.
rules.
Well,
is-
you niggas need to vote.
Wait.
You black son of bitches.
Majority rules.
All right.
Majority rules is a statement that works in a true democracy. This is not a true democracy.
Why
This is
not?
a representative democracy.
Yeah.
A representative democracy
I agree.
is literally there to make sure majority does not rule.
Yeah, I agree.
It's supposed to be
Why you
equal.
call it you talking about the vote for the presidency?
No, I'm talking about period.
Why you say that?
Because a true democracy we would have ballot measures. Should Sean be able to smoke weed? That should be on the
you talking
ballot.
about direct
right?
ballot.
Yeah.
You know what I think? I
So
think
you
think
can't say majority rules because the majority of people in Florida, and I'm gonna use a ballot measure that just passed. Marco Rubio is anti raising the minimum wage to $15 an hour. He is sternly against it. He's been against it. So is DeSantis, and so is Rick Scott. They're all against raising the minimum wage, right? But
It passed.
they all won their elections,
Right.
right? Which what Carl was saying, majority rules.
Right.
But then you put a ballot measure on
and asked about the minimum wage.
and asked, should we raise minimum wage? And not only did it passed 70-something%.
Flying colors.
So what that tells you is the reason.
Wait, I just thought about that. Cuz you just stole my point from last week. I said this last week when me
What?
and you were talking that I said we need more directive ballot initiatives.
No. I'm not.
Real quick to come out.
I actually,
I had to get it off.
I'm cool with putting in more ballot measures. However, I'm cool with the representative democracy. I think representative democracy works better per se than a direct
I have to
democracy.
really think about it.
Because
I think so.
Here's why, and this is just me being fair to my libertarian niggas like him and Eldon and Eric, right?
bastard.
It's because I don't want y'all niggas to feel alienated, or Joe Rogan. I don't want y'all niggas, or Brittany who don't give a fuck, or Sean who is new and a millennial nigga, right? I don't, or Jen. No, you Jen.
Yeah, he not
You not even
millennials.
millennial. I'm a millennial. You Gen Z. Right? I don't want niggas to feel like they left out. If we go majority rules, there's going to be 3/4 of the country left out of everything.
You know what I think about millennials? I'm a part of the millennials.
Yeah,
but
I'm about to say you are a
I
millennial.
wish we would have talked about this more about millennials.
What's wrong with millennials?
I really think that a lot of millennials don't have a sense of history and are spoiled. Not like
Spoiled,
in, not
yeah,
like in
sense of
like the
history.
really bad sense, but just like in the sense of the generation that grew up in the 70s and shit and 60s and shit after that. or
So the
whatever,
baby boomers.
It was like real like shit going on.
Them baby
Right,
boomers.
absolutely.
Yeah, it was like war and fucking real
But-
social
but
initiatives.
listen.
And we grew up.
We grew up
It was
learning
better.
about it.
Let me just say this. Yeah,
But it's supposed
How-
to be like that.
Right.
though,
I know,
right?
but
You learn
we
history so you
look-
don't repeat it.
Yeah, so we look at shit different and we overblow shit.
I feel like we look at shit from a more informed eye because of all the resources that we have out here
Yeah.
that they
That's
that we
just-
have access to that they
That's just
didn't
a,
have.
that's just a society.
we're not in
nature
a
problem.
bubble.
You're not gonna be able
but
to fix
I know,
that.
but no, I'm not trying to fix it. But what I'm saying is, unless you recognize it, then you get over self virtuous with a lot of shit that's not necessary.
I don't think you gotta-
that's not
I don't think you
necessarily
gotta
a problem.
recognize
It's
it.
with the new generation or whatever, with the millennials, we're saying female. It's just an obscure point to put it. Like some of the millennials, they be like, don't call women females because you're degrading them and blah 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 blah
But it's
blah.
the scientific form.
It's like if this was 1960,
Opposite of a male is a
1980,
female.
you wouldn't be worried about you being called a fucking female.
They'll
it's
tell you
not.
not,
I
but that would be
mean,
like they'll
but
tell you
wait,
not to
though.
call women bitches
But
though.
wait.
I
See,
know it's
this
not.
is an
But I know it's
advancement
not.
of society.
I know
It
it's not.
is.
But it's not.
I know it's not. But the thing is, what is significant right now?
Because it's not.
But-
and
Right.
now we can focus
Back
on
in
that.
No, but I'm
1970
saying-
and 1980, being
That's
gender
not significant,
being
though.
gender neutral wasn't even thought about.
Well,
First of all,
here's my
it
argument to
said
that.
gay niggas was a psychological
No, I said
disability.
gender neutrality.
What is that?
Which was not even a thing.
Here's
until
my
recently.
rebuttal to the
We have
why do we have to
evolved.
be PC? Because it's not 1960 no more, and we can be.
We have evolved.
Just like with the generation that you're talking about that went through stuff that are more chiseled, I guess is the word I'll use, than we are. Okay, cool. But guess what? That's the baby boomers.
It's
That's
social
Uncle.
media.
That's
That's what
but
it
wait,
is.
that's Uncle Hutch and them with the baby boomers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, guess what? The greatest generation, which is the World War I, World War II generation. You know what they told the baby boomers? Oh, y'all ain't been through shit.
Yep.
Y'all blah
Each
blah blah blah.
generation say the
And you know
same
what? The
thing.
greatest generation heard from the Reconstruction generation.
Y'all
ain't been through shit.
But no, this
you know,
this is where the disconnect.
niggas in Italy, I guarantee niggas in Italy that was living under the first, like the Holy Roman Empire, and it was niggas from real Rome left over. Like, y'all niggas don't know what it's like. Nero was fucking boys and ass.
But,
Like, you know what I'm saying?
this is where the disconnect is at though with that. Like it's been, I don't know why it ain't been covered in the news as much, but it just keep being 30 women over here found with trafficking, 40 women here in Texas, 30 a whole bunch of shit in trafficking. It's been real cases and shit. It's real shit with misogynist and sexist and homophobic shit. It's too much real shit to be going on to focus on petty shit or whatever.
But it's petty to you.
Or
that
No,
goes
no.
back to
I
that goes
agree
back
with
to the
Brittany
com-
on that.
No,
that goes
it's
back
not.
to the initial. That goes back
I
to the
agree with
initial
Brittany on
question
that.
that he
I'll explain why it's
asked.
not.
That goes back to the initial question he asked. What should niggas give a fuck about? So in that situation, to you don't give a fuck about that, but that don't mean that it's not real
I
shit.
agree with Brittany
Let
on
me
this
explain. Let me
That
explain.
goes back to being subjective.
I'll explain why something is petty and something is not. If something actually causes physical harm to your race or whatever, or to your people, or to a population or whatever, then that is not subjective.
So sex trafficking doesn't cause harm.
Yes, it does.
He's saying that
I'm
sex
saying
trafficking
calling
causes
you,
harm.
I'm sex trafficking cause harm,
But calling you a
calling
female
does not cause.
What
any
I'm
kind of
saying-
harm. But
it's-
this is the thing. They will act like, and I just use female as
Yeah, because back in the day,
example.
you used calling women bitches in real life used
Yes,
to be a thing.
yes. I use that as an example. Like calling women female or calling women's calling women
Right,
bitches,
hoes, bitches,
wasn't a thing back in the day
cunts,
because there was
whatever.
other real shit going on.
Now it's terms of endearment.
just like now, calling women's female shouldn't be a thing because there's other real shit going on. It matters.
This is why
But
I
that's the thing,
hate.
it all
This is
is
why I
subjective
hate
to the
niggas though.
person.
That ain't subjective.
Can I say why? Yeah, it is. Let me
It
tell you why
is to
Brittany
the
right.
person.
Let me tell you why Brittany right. This is
'Cause I
why
hurt your
This is
feelings?
why I hate niggas.
Fuck your feelings.
Yo,
Sean-
that's the thing. But your feelings, but that's you.
Wait,
my
let me-
feelings are still
let me say
important to
this.
me.
Let me say this, though.
Okay.
Not to me. Fuck your feelings.
Wait, let me say this. Ben Shapiro, who I fucking hate, who's a piece of shit.
I don't hate Ben Shapiro.
I do. I can't stand him.
I don't hate nobody.
I don't like niggas who are grifters and get by online. But anywho,
That's his own opinion, though. How you
Okay.
hate for somebody for their opinion?
because I can hate freely. It's America. I can hate whoever I
no,
want.
but I'm saying, why invest that energy? Because when
I'm
you
with
say
you
hate,
Because I want. I can't.
But
and
I'm with you
that's-
when you're right.
I'm glad you said that.
when
Why
you say
invest-
hate, that's like,
No, it's
why
not.
is you investing
No, it's
energy?
not. I can say I hate fucking donuts.
But hold
That
on,
mean
that
I'm
goes back
investing
to how
energy.
you don't
It's
think
a-
that.
No.
That goes back to how you think about the whole female conversation. Female's not important. Same shit you just said to him. It's to
Yes.
you.
No.
But he can hate if he wants to. Though.
Thank you.
No, but my point about that was
It's
it
an
doesn't.
option.
But my point about that was it doesn't physically harm you. So if it doesn't physically harm you, what the
My
fuck?
Can I make a
feelings
point?
being
Can I
hurt
make a
could
point?
physically
Can I
harm
make
me
a
because
point?
then I might want to
Can
go
I make a
physically
point?
harm myself.
Suck
Can I
it
make a
up,
point?
Buttercup.
Can I-
Exactly,
can I
to
make my
you.
point? Can I make my point? All this.
I ain't heard
All
that
this-
shit in so long.
All this bravado, what you should care about, this, that, and the other. This is my problem and why I say niggas need to care about the government. And you can still care about the social justice. And you care about the health care. And you care about the female thing because guess what? You literally can do them all at the same time.
You can.
It does not
You
take
can.
less energy to care about true sex trafficking and not call women females. You can't. It takes zero extra energy
I have
to
a
do
rebuttal
both.
for that, and I'm going to try
Besides
to
the
remember.
fact, but wait. Besides the fact, and I'm about to agree with Brittany. Besides the fact that you subjectively think that one is more important than the other, but outside of that, you can do both.
Can I do my rebuttal now?
You can
Go
care
ahead.
about sex trafficking,
Go ahead.
and you cannot call women females.
The reason why I was
Zero energy.
The reason why I would say my rebuttal to that is because I talked about it earlier with some niggas on both. It's successful people and then it's unsuccessful people. All right, it's people in the world.
Subjective.
It's people. No, success is not.
You said subjective. Success was subjective. When we had a discussion on what's
No,
successful.
no.
Success is
No,
considered
I'm talking about
subjective.
people who feel like they're successful.
Right.
Or whatever.
That's
It's
subjective.
subjective.
This based
It
on
is.
your opinion. What
It
you
is.
said it's successful people and unsuccessful people. This is
It all
all
depends
based
on
on your
your
opinion,
priority
which
in
goes
life.
back into what we were saying
Yeah.
about the female
'Cause
thing.
somebody could
It's
consider
subjective
being
to what you
successful
feel.
and not
Nobody give a
equate
fuck
to
about
wealth.
your
Can
feelings.
I mean, I want to finish.
No, we attacking you right now.
I'm.
We beat you in the
I didn't
ground.
even- I didn't
We
even
stomping
finish.
out. You putting your dick in the dirt. Your socks on the locker. Shout
Whoa.
out, D.
D, we miss you. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Y'all want to hear the point, or y'all?
We want to hear your subjective point, your
Whatever,
opinion.
the point,
Please tell us
or
your
whatever.
opinion. We want to hear your opinion.
I never said that success was subjective or whatever. Success is what makes you happy or whatever. Nah,
I feel a shoulder
nobody
pain
is.
coming.
No,
What makes you happy is subjective.
Or
Go ahead,
whatever.
continue.
all right, whatever makes you happy is subjective or whatever. I don't forget my point because y'all
Exactly.
don't even-
You know why?
it don't even
Because
matter.
you ain't shit.
It don't even matter though. bro.
Stop
Like,
calling women females and call them hoes like you're supposed to. Goddamn it, it ain't that hard. What's wrong with you, boy? Fuck these hoes. What's wrong with you, boy? I make it a point on myself to say, hey, I'm not gonna call a woman a female. I even call you caught me doing it and said, boy, what you doing? I stopped calling women female. You know why?
Because they're
they
unstable creatures.
Because you know why? I don't be like, look at that male over there. I say, look at that man. Right? So I give them that. They are correct. That is something that we do that we don't do for niggas. Like, we don't say,
No.
Well, hold on, let me give a point.
When
'cause
the
it's
police,
funny.
when the police
Wait,
say
it's
a
funny.
male suspect,
I'm not the cops. Listen, I'm talking about nigga in conversation.
if I'm talking, I'm
No,
gonna say it was
I'm
a
talking
male
about, I'm
suspect.
talking about a nigga in conversation. If I say that man or that guy, I never say that male. I've never said that.
You always say
I'll
that
gi-
nigga.
So I've given them that. However,
Comma.
However, shout out Kola Akinit, from Nigeria. I do say, man, that nigga crazy. Right?
Yeah.
Or I say, man, fuck that nigga, bro.
Yeah,
right?
you do.
I say that a lot. So guess what I'm gonna say? Man, fuck that hoe, bro.
You do that anyway.
That hoe crazy. So do you want me to start calling you female? Absolutely. I'll do
Wait,
that. Because I don't say that.
wait. See, now this is where the disrespect come in because
No, because what we doing,
why
it
do you
is
call her a
derogatory.
hoe?
It's a whole different circumstance. Yes, I agree with them. The
Wait.
term female is
No, it ain't.
derogatory.
See, this is why I disagree with
Because
you.
what we're doing is because their gender. But wait, it's subliminal though. I'm not saying like when you say it, you're
My name is
intentionally.
Brittany, so-
Shout out to Sean and the Gantry, by the way. We're not saying. I'm not saying. Listen. I agree with them. I'm not disagreeing with y'all per se. I'm not saying that when you and Tank say females, that y'all are intentionally being negative.
Where did this come from?
However,
I have no idea.
I'll give you an
Female
example of something that we all did growing up. A nigga would do some shit and we be like, man, that's gay, right? We didn't mean it in a mean manner, but we did mean it in a negative way. So you're subliminally saying being gay is negative, which is not. So I stopped saying, bro, that's gay. I don't say that no more unless it's gay. You sucking a dick, that's gay, right? You robbing a bank, that's not gay.
I literally had to tell somebody that because they was like, X, Y, and Z did X, Y, and Z. You know, does that make a nigga gay? I said, what makes a nigga gay is a nigga fucking another nigga.
Well, I don't know what make y'all gay.
Oh,
Y'all boys be gay.
wait, before we get out of here, or whatever.
Right, a man.
How much time we got?
fucking
Where we
another
at?
man makes you
We got to
gay.
get out of here because
Like,
we're going off the
saying.
rails.
Let me get on this.
Anything
or
else
whatever.
outside of that is not gay.
But don't call women
do that
females.
We
Call
should've
them hoes
talked
what
about-
their real name is.
We should have talked about this. We should have talked about this earlier or whatever. But it was a picture of Smokey Norfolk and his 16-year-old son.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
Now wait.
Yeah.
Now wait. But this is my thing about this. It was a 16-year-old son laying on him, and it was like my 16-year-old son fell asleep on me and fell asleep like he was when he was a baby or whatever. Look at him now.
Why you said look at him
Right,
like
it
that?
was
Look at him.
No. But my thing is, when I said something about it, what I said ain't have nothing to do about being gay.
What did you
It
say?
ain't have nothing about all my shit. The shit that I said about him was just about that ain't shit that when you're trying to. Because I think 16 is the age when you're preparing to be a man, and I think when you're preparing to be a man, 16. Ain't nobody falling asleep on their daddy chest like a fucking baby.
I just feel like
And-
that's because you
and-
ain't got no daddy.
No. But I know, and nigga said that, but this is my thing. Everybody that I asked,
Non-daddy having ass
no,
nigga.
but this ain't got nothing. This not black specific. And
No,
niggas-
I'm not. No, it can be anybody without a daddy.
white
like
boys.
your bitch ass.
No,
Ain't got daddy.
White boys with daddies, black niggas with daddies was like,
I'm not a man.
16-year-old is not finna.
That's because they
he better
overly
get-
masculine and they secretly want to
No.
suck dicks.
I think that we
So they feel like laying on your daddy chest is gay.
No, it ain't got nothing. See, that was my point. A nigga brought up gay, and I was like, why are you bringing up gay?
Because
It's
you-
it's gay
that's-
masculine.
when you
nigga.
demasculate a man, you're making him
That's
homosexual.
kind-
You're
honestly,
making him
no,
gay.
no, it's gay
honestly, when you
masculine
start
niggas.
doing that, though, honestly, when you start doing it, that's where that whole toxic masculinity shit starts.
That's what I'm
apart.
saying. It's toxic
no,
masculinity.
no.
Saying a nigga can't lay on his daddy's chest is
It's
toxic
still his
masculinity.
daddy.
bro.
Okay,
He's still a child.
Okay, well, this is my point. Okay, now, and then when I asked you, I was like, okay, now at what age should a daddy stop kissing his son on the mouth?
Me personally,
Number one, a dad-
I'm never doing it.
Why not? Why not?
However,
never-
Wait, why not?
A parent should never kiss their child in the mouth.
Why not?
It's just not. It's
I-
not asking.
for me personally,
Why not?
I'll
Give
actually
me a
answer the
real
question.
answer.
I'll
Yeah.
answer the question.
Yeah, I'm looking
for
for a
me
real answer.
personally. Like I never kiss Ann in the mouth. I kiss Ann on the cheek.
Why not?
On the neck, whatever. Because I feel like a mouth kiss is. This is me personally though, bruh nation. Because and I said this to you, to each his own. But me personally, I feel like a lip-to-lip mouth kiss is an intimate thing
feel the same
on
way.
a sexual nature. That's just how I personally
That's
feel.
okay. No,
I do too.
no, say that. Now, all right, it's people that like
D
the
said
way-
nothing wrong with laying on your daddy's
D,
chest.
I'ma come lay on your chest, D.
I'm gonna get
Me
on you
too.
later, D.
I'ma come lay on your
it's
chest,
like
D, sweet
the
thing.
Wayans brothers, they kiss each other on the mouth or whatever, and they have a different opinions or whatever.
Do
but
your thing.
but you feel like no.
Right,
do your
Let's
thing.
talk about for his situation.
Do your thing.
Same thing for me. I have a
know.
little boy. I have never kissed my son on the mouth ever. Why? Because that's an intimate thing that I do with my significant other. Not
And that's
with
how
my
I feel
son.
with this nigga.
Keep them
laying-
dick suckers
Because
off your
that-
son.
And that's how I feel about this
Hey.
nigga laying on this shit.
Keep them dick suckers
You
off.
goddamn
Austin.
right.
But let me tell you,
That's how I-
B.
let me respond. That's how I feel.
But I also not do that because I'm creating a boundary with my child, so he understands. Like as you become older, you're not gonna kiss mom in the mouth. I'm not your.
As you become older,
Right.
you're not going to lay on my fucking chest, boy.
Let me say
Yes,
this though.
you-
Let
but
me
you
say this,
can.
though. Hold on. For
That's-
both of
you
y'all.
can't
For both of
equate
y'all.
that as a kiss,
But
though.
Wait.
Why not?
For both. Yeah,
Why
for
not?
both.
Yeah,
Listen,
it's
check it
subjective.
out. But wait.
I'll
It's
allow
subjective,
it.
right?
I'll allow
Right.
it. I'll allow it.
It's very subjective because look, I said personally, I never would kiss my child, girl or boy,
Right.
on the lips.
Absolutely.
That's me personally. Now,
I've never kissed my mom or my dad
now
on the lips.
when you make a proclamation, right? That's
Mm-hmm.
my opinion. That's how I feel. When I make a proclamation, or if somebody says, "Well, what do y'all think?" Right? I can't then inherently say, "Oh, well, you can't." We can't have a discussion or go back and forth when somebody say, "Well, I kissed my daughter in the mouth," and I should, or the Wayans brothers say Marlon Wayans was like, "Well, man, I kissed my pops in the mouth right now," blah 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 blah, or Lil Wayne was like, "I suck baby dick," or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I still have to be open to that discussion and be able to take that smoke. So what I was saying for the Smoky Norfolk guys, because you ain't the only person I seen post that or say something about it, is you can't say, "Oh, I think it's too old for him to be laying on his chest." That's cool. You can say that, but I'm saying
That's
you
all
can't-
I said.
Yeah, no.
That's
but
it.
you cool. We had a debate.
Yeah,
But what
that's
I'm
it.
saying is you can't say that, and then when somebody say, "Oh, well, I feel like it's toxically masculine what you're saying because of X, Y, Z," you can't say, "Oh, you can't call me toxically masculine."
No.
I call you whatever I want.
Well, no, you
Not
can call,
you saying that.
No,
but-
you can call me whatever you want, but I don't believe that it. I could disagree.
Right.
I could
It's
be like,
not going to change your
it's not.
opinion.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not going to make a nigga listen. When Michael Sam
Neither one of you
got
guys'
drafted,
opinions are right or wrong. in
when
the
Michael
situation.
Sam got drafted, he kissed his boyfriend
In the mouth.
Okay.
Oh,
to me
Jesus
personally,
Christ.
Yeah,
to
he
me
did.
personally,
It ain't bother you.
at all, zero fucks.
I was like,
Because
ugh.
guess what? I really do believe this.
That
If
shit
I
turned
go
me on.
out to the if I go out to the Riverwalk,
You like to see gay niggas fucking.
yeah, I'm uncomfortable right now. If I go out to the Riverwalk with my daughter and we just hanging out fishing
Don't
or
kink
whatever,
shame me.
and we hanging out fishing or whatever, right? And it's two gay men walking past or whatever. I really do feel like in my heart they should be able to display whatever kind of affection they
course,
want.
of course.
Right. So and then
My daughter being raised by a bitch that
I
say
don't-
she a nigga and going through transition, so I'ma call her or him
Right.
or whatever.
Because that's what she want to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. But listen,
I
check me
respect-
out.
I respect
Check me out.
that.
Hear my point.
I
Because
don't-
I think a lot of
don't-
niggas out in Bruh Nation need to hear this.
I don't care enough.
But here go my thing. But you should. And let me tell you
No,
why
when
you
I
should.
say I don't care enough, what I mean by
I
that-
know you don't care enough in a positive way.
In a positive way.
But
Do
listen
you. That ain't my
this is why-
business.
This is why I think you should care.
For
Listen,
anybody.
Just hear me out and then we'll get out of here. Here's what I'm saying. Equity and equality matters. Okay? And I'm not going to say that homosexual people have the same civil rights plight as black people. It's not exactly the same. However,
Gay
if
niggas
you
straight right
if
now.
you however, if you say that to Gary and anybody else in Bruh Nation, if you say it's not similar, you're lying.
Wait.
It's
Are gay
similar.
niggas straight right now or not?
That's irrelevant.
He sound
That's not
like
what I'm
he-
No, I
talking
just
about.
wanted to.
Gary-
I don't think they are.
Gary says that gay niggas have more rights.
What
than
can they
black
not
people.
do?
That's not true.
They can do every fucking
They
thing.
can't serve in the military.
Yes, they can.
No, trans people can't. I'm talking.
No, no. We talking about gay niggas.
Wait. Okay,
You
can't.
talking about LGBTQ?
Right, and that's what I'm gonna use.
talking about a gay
That's
nigga.
what I'm gonna use.
I'm talking about the nigga that suck
That's what
dick.
I'm gonna use.
You
I'm
suck
use
dick, don't you?
LGBT.
Without
A nigga that suck dick
I'm
to
gonna
go
use
join
LGBT.
What can a gay nigga do?
I'm gonna use LGBT because we
No, but
we tend to
no,
group
this is a serious
the
question.
shit.
This is a serious question though.
They can't serve in the military. I told you, I'm not gonna say a gay nigga because I'm not gay. I'm cis.
Because-
So I'm not gonna. I don't know how to.
Well, this is what I want to say. Black people get abused way more than fucking
Who
gay
give a
people.
fuck? This goes back into you can care about both. You can care about gay niggas and black people.
Because
at
gay
the
niggas
same
ain't got no
time.
problem. My homegirl.
Why did you point the shy way we said that you doing?
I got a gay nigga
You
right
did
now.
point
Gay
straight
niggas
shot.
ain't got no problem,
You
Sean.
did point-
God damn it. You
Sean-
skinny boy.
Sean and fucking hoes out here.
Sean got 8 at what you got 12 at the top?
All right, I'm gonna shut up. Then.
Huh?
Let's get the fuck up out of here. What time?
Sean got 8 at the top, 8 at the bottom. My brother done lost about 30 pounds.
and growing dreads.
His face getting defined. The nigga look like Kodak Black. Nigga look like
You
Kodak
look like
Black.
a Florida boy. That's straight up.
All I'm saying though, listen, if I'm
was you
if I'm
saying,
in the
bro?
park with my daughter and a
niggas kissing.
heterosexual couple walk past and they kissing,
red bulls
nobody
kissing
thinks
in the
nothing
back
of it.
seat.
I feel like gay people should be afforded that same right. LGBTQ people should be afforded that same right. It goes in the same thing with the trans people, bro. Why you freaking out because it's a trans person? Who give a fuck?
Well,
Who cares?
This is
Just
my
keep
own
it
thing. I'm
moving.
only gonna call you a she or a he if you look like it. You can't.
Why?
Just,
I can't tell. Listen,
Yeah.
I can't. I'm not gonna be able to. I'm not gonna be able to.
I'm not doing it. I'm too old.
But listen, if you ask me to call you whatever your
I'll
pronoun,
try.
I will. But if you have not distinguished your pronoun, I can't do that. So all the people, the LGBTQ people that attack people for not using their pronoun when I didn't know what your pronoun is, y'all stupid. However, once you tell me your pronoun and I don't do it, I'm just being disrespectful. But
Wait a minute. Okay, so I did have a trans male. So she was transitioning to a male. Everything about her looked like everything about him looked like a female except for when he talked.
Right.
He had a female voice.
They had titties.
Yeah.
I'm not calling
Because-
you a she until
Shout
But-
out, boo.
I'm not calling you a
but-
he until you cut your titties off.
But his name is now Thomas. His name was to me. His name is Thomas.
your titties off.
And Tom, no, he's working on that. But Thomas
okay.
is getting injections. His voice has gotten deeper. And we had training, but the training that he had was virtual, and you didn't have you didn't see his face, so all you saw was the name Tamia, because legally he could not change his name to Thomas because he didn't have a letter change. So technically, when he signed up to work, they got to put his legal name. So anytime Thomas would talk, or they'll call him, they'll be like Tamia or she or her, and she constantly correcting, but I can't see you, so I'm trying my best.
You know what? That
And-
job ain't shit. It ain't that hard.
No, I'm not talking
Ain't
about.
that hard.
No, I'm talking about when they were virtually training. The trainer
No,
couldn't see him.
I get. Okay,
So the trainer
what I'm
was
saying.
working and
I
would
get
say,
what
"I'm
they're
sorry."
saying about the name, and you're reading it after he done corrected them 2-3 times. You know, bro.
No, what I'm saying,
Chill,
but
trainer lady.
No, what I'm saying is that so the trainer would apologize every time because the trainer was somewhere else, and all she's seeing is a blank screen. With
But
a
she
name.
ain't hear the first
Was
3
it-
times.
did-
Thomas said, "Call me
Well,
Thomas."
this is how I feel
No,
about
she-
it. After I tell you,
Even people in the class when they were like doing role and playing and stuff like that, they would say her, and he was like, I'm a he, and it was like they apologize because it takes a minute for you to get used to.
I don't even care about this nigga. But look here, after the he
I
she,
guess what
after
I'm getting
the he
at is
she,
not disrespectful if you're trying and you just forget it because you have to get used to
that's
it.
cool. After the he she or whoever tell you
That's disrespectful. That is
you
disrespectful.
call me, I don't give a fuck. After they tell you that, call me a he.
Thomas
If you
supports the
don't
show.
call
Shout out
them a-
Thomas.
If you don't call them a he, after that, it's the same as saying you a white person saying nigga or whatever.
Kind of agree.
It's the same thing.
I
God damn
agree.
it.
I
Gotta
agree.
work.
you know.
It's a
I
work in
agree.
progress.
My thing is,
It can be a
Sean
work in
come here
progress.
and say he changed his name to Jay.
What up, Jay?
What up, Jay? Who the fuck give a fuck?
Well, wait. If Sean come in here like that and he say he changed his name to Keisha, I'm not calling you Keisha, boy. You got to get some titties and a pussy.
No, you don't, man.
Sean, no, yeah, I'm not doing it. If it's disrespectful, that's on me.
It is on you, but
Yeah,
no.
it's on me.
But
I'm not.
I don't need all that. Whatever
Yeah,
you want to
see?
be called, I'm gonna call you that because I don't care.
This my-
It take more energy not
Your
to
mama
you
call
that.
you
This-
Clay.
this is my-
I'ma call you
This
Clay.
is my problem with 2020. Look, nobody is you do not have the right to not be offended. Nobody has
Right,
to respect.
But
you.
here's what the problem is with that.
If they
Then
don't
we gonna
respect you, get the
then we
fuck
gonna then we
around
gonna
them.
get out of here. Here goes my problem with
Yeah,
with
please get out of here.
with liberals and conservatives and all this bullshit with the whole. You can't not. You don't. If you get offended, grow a pair type shit. Cool, but my thing is so for example, I'm gonna use Trump because he's a good representation that everybody understand because he do this shit all the time. Trump will say, fuck so-and-so. He's a piece of shit. Blase squad da, right? Then when so-and-so say, well, fuck you too, Trump, then he snowflake out. How dare him disrespect? The reporter, who didn't say fuck him, just the other day, said something to Trump, asked him a little tough question. Trump had already disrespected this reporter several times or whatever. His same Asian reporter that he said, China flu. Why don't you ask China? To the Asian girl.
Yeah.
Right? That nigga, right?
Yeah.
kind of like
Yeah, so yeah.
No, he called it the Kung flu.
Yeah, the Kung Flu
That shit
from
was funny.
China.
What's wrong with that?
That
Why don't
shit
you ask
was-
China?
That shit was actually funny
Right?
as fuck.
So then
The Kung Flu.
when she asked Trump a hard question that put him up against the wall, painted him in the corner, right?
Mm-hmm.
Trump said, why do you talk to me like that? I'm the president of the United States. Don't you ever talk to me like that. My thing about conservatives, when they do shit like that, or liberals, when they do shit like that, they say things like, hey, you can't be offended because I didn't use your pronoun. Cool. Then you don't want to use my pronoun and you could be disrespectful. That's fine. You're right. You have the right to do that. They also have the right to curse your ass out and boycott you or whatever the fuck else you do.
You got that right.
And that's what the problem is. Because, and I'm going to get out of here, but this is my point. I just got to the point.
How long we been going? We 2 hours yet?
No. Check this out, though. With the cake shit, it's your right to say, I'm not going to make the cake for the gay wedding.
I had no
or
problem
whatever.
with the cake shit.
Right. But however, it's also their right to boycott and not patron your business and all that other shit. But then the people who didn't make the cake, they want to get on TV and whine and cry and be like, I'm so sad because nobody wants to come to my business anymore. Yeah,
Nah,
bitch.
get the fuck out of here.
Grow
man.
up.
Yeah.
Grow a pair. This show
That's why when I say
uh,
faggot, hey, that means I'm accepting everything that comes
That
with
is
it.
only the views of Tank
I
Cedric
ain't
of
gotta
the
say
show.
that. They ain't hear me say
No,
that
no,
shit.
no. Yeah, you ain't got to say that. Don't do no disclaimer. Because what I'm saying is when somebody...
They is going to take us off the air, though.
When
Right.
I say
Right.
faggot, or when somebody says nigga or whatever, or a white person says nigga or whatever, they're putting the onus on them and they like, hey, whatever come.
The F
come.
thing, the F word thing and the nigga thing is one and the same with me because I
think just saying
You
that.
said the other day that you don't care, which I understand that, but I don't want white people saying that shit to me or in general.
No, that's
even
not-
when I'm
that's
not
my
around.
point. I think it's just silly for a sound coming out your mouth for you not to be able to say it, and you have to say the N word or the F word. That just sounds fucking crazy to me.
Well, here's my thing.
It's yeah.
I'll tell you, I put
Like
it
Joe Rogan, when Joe Rogan sometimes he says an N word, but when he's talking about like Richard Pryor album, he'll be like, "Oh, Richard Pryor album, the nigga is crazy or whatever." And say that. That shit don't
Well,
bother
no, that's
me at
different.
all.
He's reading. That's different. I'm not talking about that. That's
If
hyperbole.
if a white person is saying rap lyrics and they
But-
say nigga,
But I say that. But here's
see, I ain't even-
here's what I'm saying though. Okay, you give a fuck. It's just like people say you make
got
time
wrong
for
on
shit
the
you
inside.
care about, right? People say that all the time. You make time for shit you care about,
True.
right? I give a fuck about shit I care about. So what I mean by that
Yeah.
or whatever, I actually give a fuck about LGBT people. I don't want them to feel a type of way. So I'm not going to say it because I know they feel a type of way about it.
feel
So
you.
I'm not going
I
to
feel
do
you.
it. So
I feel
that's
you.
me personally doing it for them.
I don't
Now,
fuck about nobody.
If I ain't give a fuck, yeah, if I ain't give a fuck, then I would say it. Sure. It's just like a white person. White people like Brad, shout out Brad, greatest cracker to ever live or whatever.
And Joe.
Yeah.
I love him
and,
too.
And see,
Joe.
Joe's my peer from
white from Oregon.
He is amazing.
Shout out Joe. White people
Him and his family.
who give a fuck about what niggas feel about the word nigga don't say it. Even if they're rapping in lyrics, they don't do it.
They
because
will censor
they
their own
care
damn
about
I would say,
Selves.
Brad, just say if you rapping Q-Tip or just say nigga.
Brad called me and asked, could he was like, listen, man, when I'm rapping in rap songs or whatever, I say this word, but I feel bad because I does that offend you? Because if it do, I won't do it no more. I'm like, in your house by yourself?
Listen, it's a lot of videos.
But-
it's a lot of videos up on live leaks when two white boys is fighting and they be like, "What's up, nigga?" Come
Yeah,
on,
I know.
nigga.
I seen that.
That shit don't bother me at all.
But here go, but here go the thing though.
That shit bothers some niggas,
Brad
though.
cared enough about me to ask, did it bother me? So
I don't like
from my
see,
thing. From my thing is,
the reason why I don't like that is because I don't.
but he
I
didn't
don't-
know. But he cared about me. But here go my thing.
I would tell him, Brad.
I told him
get
go
the
ahead
fuck
and
outta
say
here,
it.
man.
I told him go ahead and say it. But he was. It's the thought behind it that
I
matters.
know, man.
And here's my thing about the LGBT thing. I don't have to go ask them, are they offended by it and shit, because it don't take zero effort just not to say it. I don't say it that much anyways. I'll call your ass gay instead. Yeah, I mean, I've never been a big,
Let's get to the.
I've never been a big faggot word user in the
Neither.
first place.
I don't say it a lot.
You say it a lot now because it come up on every show now. Yeah, you say it like every show.
But
But
this is the thing, because I'm when somebody tells me not to do something, that means I got.
yeah,
to do
but
it.
I feel like anytime we reference gay people or LGBT,
No, that's
it
not true.
always
That-
roundabout comes back to you saying, man,
no, stop. That's not true. No. 'Cause the only time that I said faggot is when I'm trying to be extreme, like when I talk about Obama.
You do it a lot.
Yeah,
Or
you
whatever.
do it a lot. You do it a lot.
Lately.
No, that's not true.
At least for
because-
the past year.
What?
You do it a lot.
When can I say this?
You say whatever you want. You do it a lot.
When we're talking about gay people or whatever, I never just say faggot. That
You
don't
did
ever
on the
come out.
last show. that I
you
was
kind of
on,
just
and the show
say
before that, and the
it.
show
You
before
it
that.
always come around to where you end up saying that faggot. Like you say that a lot.
Well, I don't give a
Or you
fuck.
add it. Or you
We not saying you do.
pluralizing.
You
know?
pluralize
This
it.
is what
Yeah.
this is what I'm
It's-
saying.
it-
Is yeah.
This is what I be saying about
Kinda sorta just look-
the day and age.
We got to
of
get
these
out of here. I'm agreeing
motherfuckers.
with Brittany too much. It's creeping me out. Bro, listen, episode number whatever the fuck.
Kind of, sort of, maybe just a little bit.
In the book. You know what? Yo, so listen, I was talking to Justin and I was just trying to explain to him some shit because he asked me because you know I'm the vote nigga. I'm the go vote nigga. So he was asking me about some government shit or whatever, and I was trying to explain to him some shit, and I was like, well, you know, Justin, niggas like you are contrarians, right?
Oh shit.
You would have thought I told that nigga he sucked pussy. You hear me? You know what pussy is, right? It's boy pussy. Listen, you would have thought I told him he sucked pussy, boy.
But now it's in my mental Rolodex.
Forever. Get your pussy ass out of here. Listen,
So
but
that's when the man tuck and then it's.
I don't know what it is. I don't know how I look. I ain't never seen a pussy. But listen, I call
Sean face folded all the way up like nigga what?
exactly. But I call him a contrarian,
Cool.
bro. First of all, Justin is a contrarian, by the way. He
Yelling
is.
niggas, crackers.
Yeah,
That
I
was-
love Justin, but he's a contrarian, bro. Like whatever niggas doing, he gonna do the opposite. Whatever niggas saying, he gonna say the opposite. He's a contrarian. So when everybody this year, like you said, Brittany, everybody and their mama went and voted because everybody thought it was fucking important.
Important.
You know what that nigga said? I ain't gonna vote. I don't think it's important.
Right, well.
That's contrarianism.
Well, then.
Dumbass. Anywho, final thoughts.
Final thoughts. Look, man. I got a lot of niggas that's either locked up
Won't
or
let me
dead or fucked up, and like I just ran to a nigga that I used to run with when I was like 9. 10. We snatched a nigga bomb in 50-20. Goddamn it, and we were thinking this nigga wasn't gonna shoot at us. Shit. Then nigga tried to kill our little ass. God damn it, but we were trying to hustle. I just seen this nigga on the corner begging for money, like auntie. God damn it. My other homeboy, he just got charged for a double murder.
Damn, Craig, how you got charged for a double murder, bro? I'm hurt by that. Damn, I'm hurt by that.
He the last thing I ran a train on the bitch with too. God
Damn,
it.
Craig. Go ahead, cuz. I'm sorry. That just hurt me because I know this nigga too. So it hurt me that this nigga got charged double murder because I know you ain't never gonna see the light of day
My
or
nigga
your kid.
Jay, whatever, he passed. God damn it. My nigga Chris Jackson, god damn it, I still
Damn, Chris
see
gone.
that nigga face smiling last time I talked
Damn.
to her. Whatever.
Damn,
Look,
nigga.
it's
dead.
a lot of shit. A lot of niggas just passing and going to jail. I just want to say I'm glad I made it out of all that shit because I was facing 40 years or whatever like the rest of them. God damn it. I was robbing and selling all kind of shit and fucking bitches raw. And I'm glad that my dick still is pretty and I'm free.
Fucking bitches raw is a problem.
Well,
Hey, if your dick pretty and you free, that mean circumcised. You Jamaican niggas.
I feel like this
you
hitting-
Jamaican niggas.
This shit hitting
that
different.
it's actually it's an island period.
This shit hitting different because the D'Angelo in the background.
Yeah. Hey, we in America. I don't think these American bitches like uncircumcised dick. They be like, oh, what the fuck is all this?
It has a smell to it.
Preach, nigga.
It, has, it
Goddamn
definitely
it.
has a smell to it.
Circumcised, I'm glad my dick is pretty and I'm healthy and I'm free. So that means I'm gonna go trick tonight. Go ahead on, Brittany.
Hold on, let it play, Brittany.
That's common.
What's happening?
Yeah, but it's D'Angelo on the track. Listen, man. Methuselah himself heard you talk about uncircumcised dick, and he was like, nigga, let me turn that comment in D'Angelo up real quick.
Not
Why
Methuselah.
it started real slow, playing real slow.
Not
He was like, I lost a lot of niggas. It got louder. Everybody gone.
It went from lost a lot of
I was
niggas.
facing 40 years, right? And then he say, but I got pretty. I got a pretty dick and it's circumcised. Give me, with your stands up. Yeah.
Whoa.
Common sense. Woo. Negro spiritual
Brittany,
moment
what's
right
happening?
there. Brittany, final thought.
Can clits get circumcised or
Yes.
is that mutilation?
That is female genital mutilation. That's
I
what
don't
it
even want to
is.
think about how
You
that-
African niggas ain't shit. Yo, next week, Christmas special, the last show before Christmas, we are doing why African niggas ain't shit. I mean that. I'm trying to get your Donis back.
Brittany clit is
Oh,
like
I'm
a sweet
not gonna
pea.
be here.
It's
I'm
like
trying to
this
get your
big.
Donis back so that we can talk about why Africa is fucked up, bro. Africa is horrible.
Such an unfortunate situation.
I'm not saying I want y'all niggas to be like that, but y'all niggas like that. Who in charge of Africa? Africans. Go ahead, Brittany. Final thought.
All right, so remember for me to put vacation time in next week. Then if that's the case. Final thought. I'm being an asshole. Final thought. Shit, what were we talking about? So, as Anthony said, I'm one of the people on the podcast that I don't give a fuck about a lot of shit. Like I just don't care about a lot of stuff, and it's not in a negative way. It's just I realized in order to create peace in my life and to create some level of happiness, there's just some shit that I just have to just don't give a fuck about, and I choose not to because if it doesn't impact me in a positive way and it's not making me happy, then why do I care? Number one. Number two, I think people do too much about caring about meaningless bullshit instead of just living. in general. I feel like if you just choose to live your life and how whatever that means to you, then all the rest of the outside entities that try to influence that should not and would not matter anymore. But if you do choose to give a fuck about shit, give a fuck about shit that's gonna make a difference in your life or in other people's lives. And honestly, giving a fuck about people's sexuality and their relationships and their intimacy, that shit, who gives a fuck? Let people live, let people be themselves. With that being said, this was a great episode. With that being said, like I always say, fuck bitches, get money.
Bro Nation, that
We gotta do a
D'Angelo
look back show too.
and Common shit is fucking fire. You hear me?
It go.
Neo Soul is under fucking rated. You know what I discovered this week? I'm gonna put you on, I'm gonna send it to you. In England, nigga, they got a whole genre of like neo soul music. Like it's new. Like just new R&B neo soul shit. That's sung by like British black people and Indians. No, nigga, they sound like us.
That fucks me up too. That really
No,
does.
and it's a girl named Paja Raja, and she got. I'm gonna play that shit in a minute. That shit.
I gotta hear
this shit, nigga. British people, British niggas on point. Not you Africans though, y'all suck. Listen, so this episode we was talking about what should you care about or whatever, right? And we came to no consensus. The correct answer is everything. Give a fuck about everything and not give a fuck about nothing all at the same time. It ain't hard to give a fuck about niggas have hobbies. You can care about Star Wars and Star Trek and be into that and care about social justice. You can care about, who got the best weed and the Lakers and care about voting. Like, you can care about everything and nothing all at the same time. But we got to stop prioritizing care. Just give a fuck. Just give a fuck. It's all subjective anyways, what you should give a fuck about and what you shouldn't give a fuck about. But just give a fuck. Just give a fuck.
Give a fuck.
Give a fuck.
That
Bro, listen, 365, 24/9. We grind. We give you a nigga on your mind. Give me a nigga for these niggas to research.
Every week you ask me the shit. I honestly never have a nigga or whatever. I just go off of whoever the fuck I've been fucking with for the week. And their week or whatever, well, not even this week. We talking about or whatever. I was listening to the audio book, the live action of 1984, Orwell. What the nigga first name is? George.
George Orwell.
George fucking Orwell. He's
nigga, white.
I know, but it's a book that everybody need to fuck reading it. God damn it. Audio books are the best thing. YouTube audio books. That's my nigga for the week.
Only thing I say about YouTube audio books is because they don't have enough books.
No, they don't.
And it's all shit that I've read.
I was just thinking about free shit.
However, audiobooks are nice because you can get the inflection of the story.
Yeah, it's like the emotion because you have
all right, stop right here. These niggas don't read. Brittany, who is your nigga?
Yeah, you're right.
Michael Eric Dyson. He just came out with a new book this week.
Michael.
I actually do like him. I like
Eric
Dyson.
I respected that nigga until Jordan Peterson ate his ass up in the debate, and I was like, Mike, you got to do better than this, nigga.
Listen,
I don't like that little smart motherfucker.
My nigga
making fools of niggas.
My
Jordan
nigga this
Peterson.
week was gonna be the therapist dude who told the young lady who made 6 figures that she gonna die alone and she not as fine as she think.
I ain't click on it, but I know what you're talking about.
That made you like.
I'm working on new podcasts, and one podcast may just be me talking shit about hoes.
You should do it. Bill Burr got an awesome podcast I listen to. It's called the Monday Morning Rant, where he just be ranting.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody in the studio, just him on the
That
mic.
shit would probably make this nigga feel so good.
But yeah, I think I'm gonna have podcasts where I just talk about how hoes trifling for real, because they the bottom of the bottom.
That should be like a.
I got
podcast.
a bone to pick with you
call.
and Kendall, matter of fact. But I'll talk about it after the show.
That should be a call-in podcast where people just call in and you talk with them.
So I guess none of us really, well, Brittany had a specific nigga. What I want niggas to do, because I had this conversation again about about the diaspora
That's
or
one of
whatever. I actually want niggas to research the difference between Egyptians and Kermit and Cushite niggas
And Kemet.
and look
Mandingo?
and Mandingos, because
And Dinka.
Mandingas, yeah, and Ashantis and Mali warriors and all of West Africa, Cameroonians. Look at the difference. Because I had this discussion with some niggas this week, and I know you Hotep niggas be stepping, but damn, we not Egyptian, my boy. Your Adonis is Egyptian. I'm not your Adonis. You can tell by our bone structures we different. Y'all realize Africa big as fuck, right? Even though Gary thought that it was like the same size
We
as
ain't
New
doing
Jersey.
that. We not doing that.
But it's cool. Shout out Gary. 5 niggas, boom. That's how many niggas he think can stand end to end to measure Africa.
big as fuck.
Africa big as fuck.
He don't think that.
It take up a whole side of the world.
I'm gonna
It
take
take
up for my
up like-
nigga. He don't think that.
It's the
4.5 continents.
Yeah,
How many
it's
continents is it?
Bro, you can put
7?
4 continents in that hole. You can put North America, Europe, Australia, and
South
something else.
America.
And yeah, you can put like 4
Big.
continents in that hole, bro. Africa big as fuck. And a nigga think that a nigga on the west coast of Africa is the same as a nigga on the east coast of Africa. That's insane. But y'all think Japanese niggas and Korean niggas different. Y'all know that. But y'all don't know that we not motherfucking Egyptians. Anywho. Fuck y'all niggas. Listen.
That's what's up.
Y'all follow Bro Listen on Twitter, Facebook, and social media platforms like Instagram. And y'all
We
go
gonna start
live.
the OnlyFans soon
Ask us
or whatever. Cuz gonna put that dick out there.
I will
Brittany
not.
gonna put that ass out there.
Because unlike you, it is not a pretty dick.
Well,
My
I
dick
have-
is mutilated. I got caught on the,
Circumcised, boy.
Nah, I was tricking with this bitch had braces. She cut my shit up.
oh,
My dick cut up. Yeah, I had to. That's a confession, bro, nation. I
We
got
gonna
to cut
start
up
the
dick.
OnlyFans. God damn it. We
My dick look like one of them hot dogs that's been rolling at the gas station.
out there.
I mean, hey, we'll talk about it.
I got a rolled hot dog dick.
Brittany said,
Matter of
we'll
fact,
talk about it. That means yes.
no, my dick don't look like one hot dog. It's like a taquito.
If you want to see Brittany ass, hit up the Bro Listen podcast.
And if you want
Gmail.
to see my taquito dick, you gotta suck it. All power to the people. Peace.
Oh my god.
You a hater, hater bear.